Hello, everybody. So I decided to go ahead and get started. We've been letting that greenhouse sit for way too long, and we need to get certain things loaded into it for it to manufacture and just keep a constant supply of money. So we have 1,000 liters of seed, and we have some herbicide on here. I'm going to go in and purchase a little bit more to get all of that rolling, and that just involves some solid fertilizer. Okay, so we just bought 2 bags of the fertilizer. Leaves us with just under $7,000. Bag of seed. Another thing of fertilizer. Or excuse me, we're going to buy another thing of liquid herbicide. We will have to get this on the second trip. That I just don't have enough room. So that leaves us just a hair under 38,000 left in store credit. So we're dwindling that away, but I think this is a good choice for helping us build our constant income. Go. And get these loaded up. Okay. So get these all fastened on. There we go. Get these taken down to the greenhouse. So it is late April. This weather is pretty nice. So it's doing good things. We have some silage to get taken care of, and that will be good. And get some more money in here. This, nicely enough, will start producing a constant flow of money. Whee! Oh, keep it on the road. But yeah, this should have a constant flow coming into the farm without me having to do anything about it. So that's pretty nice here. I'm going to go ahead and get this dropped off here. I believe probably just... Oh, we are going to have an issue, aren't we? I made it a little too tight. Right, so let's get this fit in here. I might have to come in and do a little tree work. Hopefully that should be dumping. Yep, there it goes. You can see it dumping right down there. Okay, so it looks like we can't just drop the IBCs off. They actually have to be in bulk form. So we're going to get this picked up. Hopefully we can get this loaded in here. So we got that tanker, and it looks like it's spent to the rescue. I will offload this into the tanker so that we can offload the tanker into the greenhouse. Okay, so as you can see, everything's producing here. We got the grapes and the olives. They all take in equal amounts, and they should be moving right along as far as using up these supplies to make us grapes and olives. Okay, so since we need to pick up this liquid, we will stop in here real quick and just download this. There we go. Okay, we're getting backed up in here. Yeah, as you can see, those are working nicely. It's like we got a good amount of silage to get some money out of that today. That'll be good. Okay, so that's nice and full. Okay, so we're going to get this silage picked up and dropped off at the biogas plant. It's a really good price right now. And we'll see you down at the biogas plant. Some good money there. Nice. I like that. Okay, that's good. Okay, it's a little over 9,000. 9,000. No! 9,800-ish. So we'll go and fill that up one more time with what we got. And I think that'll set us for that. And then we'll take the milk over and get that sold as well. Slip on past here. Probably pull up a little bit more and get situated. There we go. Oh, we got a good amount left. There we go. Excellent. Cover back on. All right, if we got a third win in it, I'll post that. If not, I'll see you back here soon. I think this might actually be the most money we've ever had at one given time, folks. Very nice. 47,000. Good. Well, from hanging pretty low to doing pretty good, folks, I think that's pretty nice. I think we'd actually have enough to completely pay off the city at this point. Not sure I want to go quite that far. Okay, so we're going to get this dropped off just about here. There we go. And so I do have some things that I want to do with that money, just thinking it over the last little bit here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 20,000 and pay off a big chunk of the city. It won't have a payment due then until I believe May, or no, June, because we're making our May payment. So, but that'll take a nice chunk off of that. So we'll do that right now. As you can see right down here, we have that 35,000 we still owe. So we're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. So we only owe 15,000 now. We have 27,346 left in the bank. So that's good. Now to further our ends, I think that we should maybe invest that in some more cows, and that in turn will get us more milk, which will help us in the long run. Okay, so we've hooked up back up to the trailer here, and we are actually going to go up and go around, do a quick jaunt around here, and we are going to pick up some total mixed ration. The cows currently only have about 5,000 left. It's still quite a bit, but we'll go ahead and fill that up, give them a nice big chunk of feed up there, and then we'll purchase those cows. So we'll get filled up here real quick, and I'll see you at the top of the yard. Okay, this is our second load here. Okay, so we're going to get 6 more each of Holsteins and Brown Swiss. There we go. So we have a total of 30 cows out of our possible 100. So our feed's looking good here. We are basically adding about 75% to our milk production with the addition of those 12 cows to the 18. So that's good right there. We might eventually want to look at getting a larger fluids trailer. It's 3,000 liters, but it is an expense that we don't really have to make right now. We could just do more trips, which I think will be more cost efficient, but not for the long term. Okay, so we're going to get this backed up and put away back here. Good. All right, let's get bellow fed over here. So overall, we're sitting pretty good. We have a little over 14,000 in the bank, and that means that we are good for our next payment. Now, like I said, we did make our May payment already with that 20,000, and so we will be good until June. All right, so I have picked up the forage harvester. We're going to get a load of straw up to the cow barn. There we go. Filling up nicely. And done. Okay. So as you can see up there, we have $14,335. 6,000 of that is from our olive and grape sales. All the productions have run out for that, so I need to refill that. But considering what we put into it, we haven't seen a profit yet, but there still are materials in there that can be used. So that's good at least. That straw dumped in there. You can see that is nice and full of straw in there. Yep, right there. Almost all full capacity, so that's good. All right, well, things are pretty well settled off for the afternoon. I think we're in good shape. I did shuttle around a bunch of straw and hay into the silage bin and the forage mixer for the cows, and so that is working right now. But I think we're going to enjoy our afternoon, and we'll see you in just a moment. All right, so we're just dropping off the last of 3 loads of silage here this morning. Price is still really good, and net is a pretty decent amount of income, so that's awesome. We still didn't have too much to give for the eggs and the milk. I mean, we have, decent quantities, just not a decent price to sell, so we're holding on to those. Just turned around here. There we go. So the grass field is doing good. It is at the very first ready to harvest stage, so we're not going to do it just yet because it's really not going to get us the yield that we want, and we're waiting for those verges to catch up that we planted just last month. So we're going to wait just a little bit before we do any harvesting off that field for that extra grass. The other 2 fields are doing well. Fertilizer is looking good for the respective crop types. And it looks like our values are coming up here. So that's good to see too. We're starting to hit into the green. So that means we get more money for the crops that we do produce out of there. So that's great. I am thinking about expanding a little bit, maybe branching out into doing pigs and all that entails now that we have a bit more money and that we can maybe start producing a variety of crops to put in for the pigs. We would probably need another field or 2 for those different crops, because we're going to need a legume and a root crop. So, morning, folks. It's June. It's been pretty slow. Just some taking care of basic things on the farm since my last vlog, but looks like there's some great demand for milk right now, which should be really good. And see if we got some other prices or other things going on. Now we have repaid another $5,000 on the money we owe to the city, so that's good. It got taken out there. So I was taking a look at the forecast for the next little bit, and it's looking really nice. Looks like we have sun, partly cloudy for the next quite some time. So we're going to take advantage of getting the grass all mowed. I did find something really nice that fits perfectly. It's a little more expensive than the base mower that we can put on the front of this, but I think it'll work out quite nicely. So we're going to go down to the dealership, and we are going to go pick that up. I did look at getting the chip for the Fendt. That would... Oop, let me drop this weight off here. I was looking at getting the next advanced motor and chip up for the Fendt, but it really doesn't make a lot of sense. The tractor's really not worth that much, and for the $17,500 at this point, to gain that extra 35 horses doesn't make a lot of sense. We can run another small little front mower with the power that we have, but get the advantage of using the equipment that we currently have with something that has a little bit lower power band. So we'll hop in here and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It's parked up. There we go. We'll go in here and I'll show you the options I was talking about. So here's the options that are for used sales. We have the Hurleman here. Really, honestly, a good price, but just for a base 105, we have 115 right now. And then the Zetor, actually for 23, but that only gets us 75 horses. And that's the exact same mower we have right now. So it would be just a straight trade. I don't think it would get us anywhere really decent. Now this little mower right here, the Kuhn GMD 3123F, is a good option. It's actually the cheapest option, but it does need 60 horsepower, which would put us about 20 over what the Favorite can put out right now. And if it gets, it needs to tune up and stuff, it's just not going to be able to do the job. But the Sepp Neutzel, the F240, only requires that 40 horses. Now the difference between those two is about $2.5 grand, but I think that is our best option. And will get us a little more cutting area, so it'll save us some time and energy. So we'll go ahead and purchase that. Pick this up over here. Oh, you know what? They're going to be mad at me. I didn't put that forklift away. Oh, and off camera, I did spend the rest of our in-store credit on fertilizer and some mineral feed and also some seed so we could fill up that greenhouse again, and it is now producing. So that's a nice little deal. Oh, that shut down. But as you can see here, about 2,500 on the grapes and olives, and right now the prices aren't the best. I mean, they're actually pretty decent. Maybe we'll go ahead and turn that out and get a few thousand out of that. That'll help. Prices are going up for eggs right now, so that's good to see. Milk is close, but not quite where we want to. We want to just max that out, and we have like 10,000 liters of milk, so that's really, really good. All right, let's get backed up over here, and we'll get that mower hooked up. I think this would be a perfect little mower for our needs. There we go. And with this somewhat larger field, I think we'll get a lot more yield, and that will help us out a lot. Make things go a little bit faster. So get up over the bridge, not into the crunch. Destroyed our brand new mower. See how I am? Up over the bridge, but not into the ditch. As you can see, it's a little behind the main grass, but it's still, you know, ready to harvest, yield. So we're getting out, and we'll go ahead and time lapse our way through this, and we will see you on the other side. All right, we're just doing this last little strip right here. That did go much, much faster. It's amazing how much that extra 3.5 meters will get you. There we go. Get all those raised up. All right, back to the farm. So those grapes and olives are next, and we're going to get these loaded up right here and get them switched on down to just over the hedge here and get them sold and get us a little bit of money for that. Okay, so we get over here. It's not the best price here for grapes, but there it is. Nice. Little 11,000 there with our bonus. Not too bad at all. I think that'll get us a little bit of profit. I only think we put about maybe 4,000 or 5,000 in that, so doubled what we put in it. Easy. Just need to keep it filled. I think it's a good place, just right here. Okay, we got that front mower bumped off. We get the back end popped in here. And then we are going to get this all tedded up. There we go. Terrible driver. Okay, so we're going to get a lot of this done off camera. It's going to be super boring just to sit here and watch me do silage over and over and over again, so I'll probably see you at the end of everything. Alright guys, so we've been hauling grass for about 4 hours now, and so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually change things up a little bit. So the Pottinger's been a great machine for us. It really has. It's worth a bit of money, and to upgrade right now is going to cost us quite a bit of money. So, but we can get a little bit of money out of this right now. Go ahead and get it repaired and repainted, and we'll get that money back out of it. We're going to go ahead and sell that. Now, like I said, we got about half the field done here. We're going to lease a larger one. Okay, so this is going to be a nice option for us. It has about 7,000 more cubic meters and 2,300 for the short time that we're going to borrow it. And it has just the right amount of power for this to pull it. Actually, it requires 95. Smash. That's why we buy the insurance for it too. But we have 115 horses, and this requires 95. It looks like it might be having a little bit of trouble, but this is going to speed up our process quite a bit. So, and then we'll get it returned when we're done. Okay, so we got that big thing dropped off. It's just sitting underneath there. We're going to use that to haul the silage to the best place to sell it. Probably put some of it over here in the food mixer. But yeah, pretty nice. We got a whole ton of it in there. It did make a difference. So as you can see here, we have about 100,000 in the hay and silage. About 2,000 of that was silage was already there, so that's fine. But then also we were able to put a bunch of the hay right here, 2,300 liters, and that's in the straw bale. So we netted about 120,000 versus where before we only netted about 90,000 previous to that. So we got a bit extra, probably, yeah, an extra 30,000 liters just by adding those side verges. So pretty nice, pretty nice. I mean, that equates to probably about $10,000 per cycle. So that's pretty neat. Get this parked off over here. I'll take a look if there's anything that we can sell. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. The eggs are climbing. We're just under 4,000 per 1,000 liters of eggs. The sell price is right around 4,200 to make that really, really good. So, but that's got a little bit more to go. Probably, I'd say probably June 1st. So probably just one more day cycle, and then we will get that taken care of. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me in beautiful Germany. I hope that you have a great day. This is Kyle. Take care.